Scott, 5 months I think I make it to the last time you walked out on a pitch in a Fulham shirt. That must have felt great today.
Yeah, it did. Obviously, it's like anything. I think when you've been out injured for such a long time, getting back out there, not just training. I suppose the last 2 weeks, 10 days I've been training was a relief and a pleasure really. But obviously, when you put on the boots and go and play the first time, it's that's always pleasing. So no, it was all okay.
You're such a kind of quietly spoken gentleman. But when you get onto the pitch, something kind of happens to you. You turn into the leader, the captain, the armband, everything. You're a completely different person out there.
Yeah, I know. I suppose that's like anyone in their professions, really. I suppose you always notice that the way they are, aside from what they do on a day-to-day, is very different. And I suppose I'm probably a bit similar to that, really. And I suppose it's all I've ever known, and that's the way I try and do things. The older you get, the more experience you get, you realise that maybe you have to try and lead people, and just not only to help me, myself, but obviously to help the team, really. So, yeah, just trying the best we can and try and organise people, and so we can get the result we need, really. I think for sure we've got the tools now to go and give it a real good go now. You know, if I was sitting here probably a week ago before the Rotherham game, you've asked me the question, it might have been a different answer, because obviously coming out of a couple of bad results, and whether they were deserved or whether they're not, obviously we didn't get the results on the board. So going to Rotherham, getting 3 points, bringing in a couple of players like we have in the window, and obviously with the loan window opening again in a week's time, there's maybe another room there to bring a couple more in. I certainly think we're in a good place, to be fair.
I know that the confidence wouldn't have been as high before that cup game, and that cup game actually was a great performance, some goals,
definitely.
And then again with the Rotherham game, it does make a huge difference to the atmosphere, to everybody around the place.
100%. And you know what? It's not just the players. You know, you sense it at the whole club. You know, yourselves, media, the kitchen, the medical room. Everyone else is just it's a bit more happier. It's a better place to be. So certainly when you get good results, it definitely leads to better things. And you know, I think the Rotherham game was a massive result for us all, a massive 3 points. And now we go into the next group of games coming up after the international break with, you know, we can go and pick up some more points now.
And for you personally, coming back from injury, it's been a long road. How do you feel? How long do you think it will take you before you're ready to walk out on the Craven Cottage pitch?
I like to think that I'm not too far away. In saying that, I realise that probably I need to get a bit more fitter. You know, this is probably the equivalent of my first pre-season game. So, you know, I've played 45 minutes a day and I felt okay. I'd like to think that maybe I'm still probably 3 weeks away from getting some good work in me, maybe another game or two, and then joining the lads and trying to help them, and all of us pushing together to get the results.
Well, we're delighted to see you back.
Thanks, Sarah.